idea. Um, I am Alex. I will be running this tonight's session of Broadsword for you again. And we have a full house tonight. Well, let's just go around the table and introduce ourselves. Who wants to go first?
I guess I can. Name's Nathan. I play just a bunch of RPGs casually, just as a hobby. I currently GM a Blades in the Dark game,
Oh,
and
nice.
I'm looking forward to trying out this system. Might back it if I like it.
Cool. I hope you like it. I think it's great. And yeah,
I think
well,
you're a little bit biased, just a little.
maybe, just a little.
All right. I am Pee-wee. I also go by the Pun King, which will be established soon after.
Oh, yes.
I am an immense annoyance, and I tell too many puns.
Is it too many, though?
Sorry,
Sorry,
never be
go
too
ahead.
many. Pete here. I first started playing any kind of tabletop board game with Broadsword, so I'm ready to get this go.
I'm Becca, and I've got no idea what the hell I'm doing.
That's probably the best intro I've ever heard.
Love it.
It works.
Alrighty. Okay, so it sounds like some of you guys already had your characters either thought up or set up. So we can start with you, well, whoever has the most character prepared, and then whoever's not prepared will take it from there. So I think Nathan said you said you had said you had a character. So what kind of character were you thinking?
Kazlos Tea Leaf. He's a halfling berserker from the Giant Slayers clan of halflings.
Very
They
nice.
run around without much armor because it won't really protect them from the huge blows of giants. They wield really big axes and swords and just run around swinging.
So like this guy.
Yeah,
Cool.
just short, and
Well, this is the halfling token.
he's a very buff halfling. I
Yes, yes, he is. Okay, we can do that. Halfling barbarian. Let's get your character. Oh, I see you've already made your character. Oh, so I see what you mean. Halfling berserker. You
What's
got
up,
your
Mark?
racial ability. Hey, Mark. And player 5 enters.
Woohoo!
Now we're at the full house. Now we're at new tell. Yeah, thank you. All right, so you got your racial ability, you got your class ability. Cool. Looks like you're pretty much set, Kazlos. Very nice. All right, I'll get your character done. Okay, I'll get your token set. Meanwhile, we can get someone else to volunteer what they want to play.
I'm going to do a human necromancer.
Human necromancer.
And just for old time's sake, we'll name him Tiggle.
That seems to be a sticking point name.
Gotta be.
Which is
Gotta
fine.
be.
Okay.
Fine choice on the Necromancer, Pedro. I had a lot of fun playing Noctis the Grave in times past.
I cannot wait. Remember when we played, or were you there with that Halloween game?
Oh, yeah. I was the guy that rolled 6 skulls on 7 dice.
Love it.
Pete,
yeah.
did you say a human?
I did, and I'm gonna go extra point in mind.
All right. Hang on. So, a couple things have changed since you guys played. If you go under the journal tab for the handouts, you'll see the races and classes there. So races this time around have a choice of 2 different things that you can choose, and you can choose one of those 2 things. For human, the choice of versatile actually changed a little bit. You get +1 movement plus, in addition to your choice of body or mind points. So it sounds like you're going with +1 mind. You also get +1 move. Movement in this game, is now a roll of a d6 plus a static 4, so it's d6 plus 4, which obviously can be modified by whatever, potions and spells and whatnot. And let me get this token finished here with Kazlos, and then we can move on to the next. Blink, blink, blink. Okay. Halfling. Barbarian, halfling, barbarian. Is that right? That's right. Okay. Kazlos is now set. And let's get, next in line is our human necromancer. So Pete, you can choose either this token or this token.
Oh, I want the jazz hands all day.
Sure. Very nice.
Every time you cast a spell, are you going to show us your jazz hands?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You're not role playing if you're not doing that every time, Paige.
not at all. Nope.
Okay, so then, oh, not wrong typey type. Jazz hands.
I love it. Love this game.
Okay, you can go ahead and fill in your character sheet there, Pete. Change the guy's name and everything. While I set up the rest of the. Oh, that's
Are
fine.
we starting with any gold? Anything?
Yeah,
in regards
you'll be starting with I think I said 400 yesterday, so everybody gets 400 gold to play with as they wish.
Yay.
Okay.
Sorry?
I think it was 500.
Okay. Well,
I
we
could
got
be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. It was 500.
you're probably right, but we got a larger party here, so we're gonna stick to 400, just so we're
I
not.
heard it was 1,000.
You know, I think
Do I hear 1,200?
make a
Sold.
persuasion check. No, I'm kidding.
Dang it, Alex rolled to disbelieve.
All right. So while the necromancer's getting set up, who else had a character already set? Or
I
thought
have
of
Maybe a
some.
halfling pyromancer who's good at finding food.
halflings are pretty good at finding food. And Pee-wee's got some experience with that. Halfling.
Pyromancers can burn things very well.
Are you also?
Oh, that was. Did I put human there? Yeah, that's not supposed to be it. Halfling. So, nope, that's the same
Just
token.
as long as you know the finding food and burning things doesn't go together.
Yes.
You could just be a terrible cook.
So Becca, you've got your choice of this token, which is kind of Spock-like and wizardy, or this one.
Spock. Like,
Cool.
Come on, Spock.
Sure,
More
sure.
jazz hands.
Yes, we now have a full-size
Yeah,
jazz hands
just every
and
time.
half-size jazz hands.
It's Spock jazz hands.
Yeah, fuck it.
Spock jazz hands. That's great. I love it. All right. And you said pyromancer? All right. So Becca, you are. Hold on. Spock jazz hands. Okay. You are the character sheet previously known as Player 6, so you can fill in all your information.
Okay. Sure.
Pete and Mark, any ideas?
Well, I've already picked. So
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Pee-wee and Mark.
I am going to be returning as Wimbledon Bumblesnoot.
Nice.
Bubbles, dude.
Hey there, Pugglesnot in chat. Nope, that's the chat. It's Pugglesnot. Say hi to Pugglesnot, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Greetings,
Hi.
Pugglesnot.
Hello.
Pee-wee, I'm curious. Did Wimbledon Bumblesnoot come out of the Benedict Cumberbatch random name generator?
Yes.
I
It
figured as
did,
much.
and if I'm not mistaken, the last game we played with Wimbledon Bumblesnoot, I actually used that generator and called him a different name every round.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah.
I thought you were just coming up with that off the top of your head.
Okay, so Pee Wee, go. What were you playing again?
A human hunter.
Hunter. Okay. That's not right.
You know, when I saw this on Roll20, I thought it was going to kind of be like a small-time indie thing, and then I come in and there's all these in-jokes being thrown around. I'm like, what have I been missing for like the past year?
Probably longer than a year.
Yeah, probably longer than a year.
Yeah.
To sum it all up, it was mostly just Pete losing all of his weapons.
So
Hey,
you've got Patches and Blondie.
I'm gonna go with Patches because it kind of looks like you with an eye patch.
I'm not sure if I should be offended at that or complimented, but I'll take it. All right, and you'll be player
Just saying, you
7.
look good as a pirate.
Sure, sure. Let's go with that.
I'm flattering him so we can get more gold.
All right, you are
Right,
Hunter.
because we all get 600 gold at the start.
I see what you did there.
Quick question: how much do you things sell for?
How much do things sell for half of their purchase price, rounded down?
Okay, good. So I can get a battle axe.
It sounds like you're trying to sell something to get that.
Sell my broadsword. It's 250, so I can get 125.
Sure.
Because I only need 50 extra to buy the battle axe.
Okay. I mean, you guys are a full party. You can share your resources if anybody has anything left over, or just doesn't want to buy anything, or whatever the case is.
It's very likely I'll have an extra 50 left over.
And I'll hold off on selling my broadsword then. Because apparently weapons just destroyed every other lamp in this.
Well, to be fair, yesterday's game was very high on the double dark shield rolls. It was unbelievably high, and I don't know why that would be. Aside from the fact that maybe the dice just hated the party.
I guess that's why you play fighter, so that doesn't happen.
Well, maybe. That's arguable. Okay. So, Necromancer, Body Form, 9 Mind, 4, 9, 9. What's the Necromancer's attack and defend, Pete?
I am.
I believe it's 1 and 2, unless you're getting...
Yeah, attack and defend. It's 1 and 2. Yes.
Okay, not 12.
Kazlos, can I give you 50 gold in exchange for that broadsword?
Sure.
But I think he needs to sell that broadsword.
Brojo.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed that you're not saying broadsword, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
we
was
had
wondering-
orientation. I mean,
I was wondering
We
how
must
long
be
it
a
was
bunch
going
of
to take.
broadswords.
I was wondering
We
how
must
long
be a
it was
bunch
going
of
to take.
broadswords.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's keep doing this. Sorry.
Should we try again?
We are live here.
Yeah. No, it's a professional stream we got going on.
Oh, totally.
All right. So Necromancer's set. Barbarian is not set.
Is like his game on Twitch.
Okay. Necromancer's set, Barbarian's set, Hunter is... does the Hunter have a name yet? Hunter does not... Oop, wrong character. Hunter does not have a name yet.
Wimbledon should have a name.
The character sheet still says Hunter.
Oh, I sorry. I attacked number 10, and I can copy everything.
Okay. Oh, I see. You did 10. Then, sure. Oh, I see. You've got your own fancy lad thingamapicture. Words. I suck at words. Okay, so then... Oh boy, so then we'll have to switch some stuff around. Okay, meanwhile, Mark, what do you want to do?
So, is there a class that we need that we currently don't have? Like, say, healer, for example.
Well, we have a necromancer, and the necromancer can resurrect.
I can resurrect.
So
Okay.
we can kind of heal.
So that's a very,
We just tell them.
very special case of healing there.
It still technically counts as healing, if you want to think of it that way.
So what I'm hearing is we don't have a healer class.
That's sounds like it.
That is correct.
Yeah, that was the message that came across.
So
Okay. So, all right. Alex, refresh me on the healing classes. Bard, cleric,
Bard is
druid.
not in the base game. We've got cleric. Druids can't really heal. Well, let's check the class list here.
Yeah, I'm looking
Bam.
at it.
Fighters don't really heal. The Aeromancer can kind of heal. Hydromancer can heal. Geomancer has some healing. Pyromancer not so much. Cleric definitely does. Those are going to be your options. Water, air, holy, and rock.
Water, air, and by holy you mean cleric,
Cleric, yes.
and rock. So all the elementals can do it except for fire, because why would a fire mage be healing anybody?
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense, actually. Okay, so for a character concept, I'm thinking of doing a cleric that uses the voice of the squeaky voice teen from The Simpsons. You know, oh, I'm gonna have to talk to my manager.
That's
You know,
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. Do you guys need healing? I just wish I had a spell to clean up these pimples. You know, that kind of thing.
That's great. I
So,
love it.
yeah, let's do that.
Remember,
I
guys,
think-
when you fill in your character sheet, also remember to fill in the second tab of the abilities. So you've got your, so that transfers over to your character token.
And it's the weapon that determines the attack dice, right?
The what determines that?
Weapon.
Yes.
Because I traded in for battle axe, so that would upgrade mine from a 3 to a 4.
That's correct.
Right.
And that's pretty badass. Hunter still says Hunter. Did Hunter not change Hunter's name?
I am going
He's
to copy
still-
and paste it in a second.
Okay. Hey, Ladderberg and Funky Blue. Welcome, guys. All right. Diggle's done. Diggle done.
All right, I have, after giving 50 gold to our barbarian friend, I have 125 left to give to the party.
I have. I think I also have 100. If I can take 50 of that on another potion of clarity.
Does anyone
If
object?
someone else wants it, they're more than welcome. I would say maybe save it for Mark then.
Yeah, right.
actually.
And if we wind up with a little bit left over, I might want to pick up a hatchet just so I have a thrown weapon. But outside that, I'm set with just my axe.
Yeah, I mean, I just got my dagger, but as long as I don't throw it, I've got it. I don't know that I should get it.
I'm missing something here. Salen is the pyromancer.
Yes.
Kazlos is the barbarian. Okay. Tigol is a necromancer.
Should read Tiggle's biography.
Just a second.
Fucking stupid.
Um, did I not get your character yet, Mark?
You tell me. I'm sorry.
The cleric.
Cleric.
Yeah, cleric.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, I did not yet get that. What race?
Human.
Signy shield, or what would you call that?
Lightning
lightning,
control?
lightning hands. Yeah.
Area shield. Oh boy, neither of them, kind of convey the sort of meek, mealy mouthed guy that I'm going for. Let's go with number 2, the blue one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. All right, so okay. So Kaylin, done. Kazlos, done. All right, so when Kazlos, is it Ceolin or Kaylin? How would you like to pronounce that? How do you pronounce that?
I really have no idea. I use them everything to whoever wants to pronounce it. In what way?
All right, let's go with Ceolin. Ceolin? I'm not even sure.
Like I'm sailing away.
Yes.
Come sail away. Come sail away. Wait, sorry.
So I guess Mark, you would take the player 9 character sheet,
Okay.
and Wimbledon. I see some shenanigans going on. What's the deal with defunct?
That's the old character that is now not being used.
Uh-huh. So
But
you're
Wimbledon Bumblesnoot is Hunter.
Wimbledon. Okay. So defunct is not there. Wimbledon, Snoot. Fill in your attributes, please, so I can assign them to your character.
That's weird. It didn't save them.
You may have not hit save. Brian Hershowitz.
Shut up.
That's great. I love it. Where did it take? There's your token.
All right, work this time.
If it did, it should have popped up on your token with your name and everything, and I don't see that it has.
Hmm.
Oh, there you are.
I see the 7, but my name's not there.
Oh, let's correct that. Oh, I see why that's not there. There we go. For
I
body,
get a name now.
you get a name and a bar, and some bars. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves just Brian's character. And once you fill in your once you fill in your attributes, then we can get the party started.
Okay,
So
working on it.
when you guys click on your token, on the top left of the screen, you should see an attack and a defend and a move button come up. And if you don't, let me know, because you should be seeing that. Okay.
I just had the attack to defend as hotkeys or hotbars.
I don't have move.
Well, then you're
Well,
stuck.
you're stuck. Nice knowing you. What you gonna leave?
Okay.
I found it.
So Brian, let's. As soon as Brian's character sheet gets completed and his token gets set, we can get this party started.
Yeah, just about there.
Does anyone have 50 gold?
Should I do my buying? I haven't bought anything yet, so I've got 400.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can start shopping. Most of your characters are basically done anyway. So yeah, may as well save some time here.
I have 100 gold left over. Unless someone wants to give me 50, I can buy a third potion.
So I've got 125. I actually might want to buy a bow, but now I'll give you 50.
Hold on, let me see if I should buy some armor here. Let me see if I can actually buy anything. No, I can't. So I'll just use 50. If you got 50, I'll take it.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I don't really see any weapons that I can really get are better than mine. I was wondering if we should get a standard toolkit.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Oh no, I think you just overwrote some of my changes there, Alex.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
Dope.
Sets me back a little bit. It's all right.
I'm sorry about
Re-edit
that.
it.
Sorry.
All right, these things happen.
Yeah.
Do I
Yes.
just have the kit under stuff?
The kit is under. Yeah, stuff is fine, as long as you know where it is.
All right.
So for players who have been here before and have been at this table before, things are going to be slightly different. You may not even notice many changes, but some things are a little bit different. The combat dice are now there's on. Oh, before I start that, if you haven't already done so, please enable your macro bars. And to do that is the collection button, which basically, like Pee Wee said, looks like a hamburger with dots on the side. And just click every checkbox you see, plus the quick bar. So that right under our beautiful faces in the left bottom corner of the screen, you should see a bar of buttons. You won't be seeing as many as I have because more ha 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 ha. But one of them should be combat dice. And the way that button works this time is when you press it, you'll get a little pop-up dialog box and you get to enter how many dice you'd like to roll. So if it's any action that is not easily done by the attack and defend macro on your token, which for those watching at home are these two up here, then you can enter another amount for whatever action requires those dice.
I like to think the things on the side of the hamburger are French fries.
They're tater tots is what they are.
Mm.
All right, so
I can see that. Tater tots makes more sense.
Yeah. How's it looking there, Brian?
Let's see, I think I'm just about there. Okay, so I've got. Let's see. Okay, so for body I've got 5. For mind I've got 6 because I'm getting the racial bonus.
Okay.
For mind. and I'm getting the +1 to move, but I guess I'll just factor that in when I roll the movement dice, or are we going to tie that into the macro somehow?
I'm sorry, I missed that. Say again?
It says I've got +1 to movement.
Yep.
Are we you know what? Let me just try rolling move dice right now. So, oh, and it doesn't. 5 squares. So, am I just going to add 1 to that to the roll then?
Actually, I will do you one better. I will make you a custom move macro for your character.
Will you also do that to me too, since I am a human as well?
Yep. Give me uno
We're like
momento, por
most of the
favor.
humans here. Yeah, I have that same ability, and I think we're a bland crew because we're all human.
That's all right. You guys can move a lot faster than everyone. All
They
right.
can feel bad about it, but they won't catch us.
Yeah. Nope, don't need that, Max. Okay.
That's
So
great. You guys can hurry along. That means all the food is for me.
okay. So Brian's character seems like it's done. And
Yeah, I just wanted to grab a little bit of armor.
okay, Tiggle, you said you wanted your custom macro
Macro as well, yeah.
Sure.
Keep in mind, I still have 75 gold to pass around.
Okay, you should now have that. If you click off your token and back on it,
Which one is it?
yep, 1d6 plus 5. So now,
Got it. All right.
so now your basic move is a 6, so that's cool. Okay, so it looks like we're all set. Is there anything you guys want to do before we start getting started? It's a lot of
I
starting.
just had one quick question.
Yep.
I noticed that in the class descriptions,
Mm-hmm.
it's got numbers assigned to attack and defend.
Yes.
So historically, those numbers have been like keyed to weapons and armor. Has that changed in Broadsword?
No, it has not. The number identified in the class attack and defend listing is still keyed to whatever basic starting weapon that class starts with. So if you use a different weapon that has a different attack die amount, that will change. So that's
Okay.
so yeah, that statistic, that mechanic has stayed the same.
Okay, so my default weapon is a hammer, so I roll 2 attack dice for the hammer.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Similarly, I start with no armor, so I roll 2 to defend.
That's correct.
Okay, I just bought a helmet, which bumps up my defense by 1, so I'm just going to adjust that.
Sure.
3.
Make sure you do that in your attributes, since that's
Yep.
where, because if you don't, it'll end up just rolling 2.
Attributes. Oh,
in your character sheet, it's the second tab right next to bio and info. I could do that for you, but then you'd never learn.
No, I need to learn. I'm just not seeing a tab.
It's like click on your name and then it says bio and info. It's like a different page.
Oh, attributes and abilities. Got it.
Yep.
Thank you.
You can't
Get
get there
it.
while you're editing.
Yep, I just found it.
You are correct.
Can I get a move button too,
Oh, sure.
please?
No, you cannot.
Aw.
And if no one wants to claim Pee-wee's extra gold, then I'll grab 50 for a hatchet.
Works for me.
All right, 25. Actually, that's enough for a dagger. I think I might buy another dagger.
Okay, Wimbledon can now move more.
I think I'm going to get myself a short bow so I have a ranged attack. And then I will be
Becoming a
all
motivational
set.
speaker? Have you considered becoming a motivational speaker? You really moved me.
You should take that show on the road, Dewey.
I'm not even gonna start.
It's already started.
It's
Jack.
already
We started to
started.
I'm
Yes.
just mad thinking of something, and it's just gonna be so bad.
Okay.
I can afford a longbow.
So,
I'll
is
go
there anything else you'd like to do before we get started?
I think I'm good.
I think we're good.
Excellent.
I need to ask actually, what keywords for monsters are there for my hunter ability?
Um, there it's just the types: goblins, kobolds, undead, ogres, trolls. For the sake of this being a con game, essentially, you can choose between lizardkin, goblins, and let's say ogres.
I'm gonna go for goblins.
Cool, good choice. So that gave you an extra attack die against goblins, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Wimbledon is now going to get another custom die, another custom macro. Sorry. Okay. Oh, maybe it can't do that. I guess it can. Let's see if this works. Let's Wimbledon. It works. Cool. Okay, you now have nope. Now you've got a favorite enemy button. Why did that not show its name? Show nameplate. That's why. Okay. All right. So. Alrighty. During your travels, you've come across a small village, barely even large enough to earn its name. The villagers there tell you of strange sounds coming from the other side of the hill and getting louder every night, and many of the villagers also seem to be complaining of strange, scary dreams that they all seem to be sharing. Like multiple people have the exact same dream, and they corroborate their story with each other. And the villagers are frightened for their safety. The town constable has asked that you investigate, and if possible, to do something about it. As you head toward the hill, you do discover an entrance dug into the side of the hill with a large iron-bound wooden door. And now we can get started with initiative. So this might also be different from the last time we played. Every round, you heroes can determine your own initiative. It changes every single round. Who would like to go first? I gotta move these guys down here.
Kazov's a visit fellow, so Kazov will take the lead.
It's not enough. Okay. Let me get you all in the initiative turn order here first. Okay. There we go. Kazlov wants to go first. Anybody? Who else wants to go next?
Oh, I want to go next.
Wimbledon goes next.
All right, the Necro will
I
go
guess I'll
third.
go next.
Oh, I'll go fourth then.
Okay, I'll go fourth. No, I'll go fourth.
We're all going to go fourth. Okay.
Yes, everyone goes forth. Everyone. All right. So Kazlos is up first. So what you're going to do is I just randomly put you guys at the start of the map. The actions you can take are there are 9 of them. The most common are attacking, casting a spell, searching for traps, treasure, and secret doors, and several other things I can't remember off the top of my head because I have them right now. So what you do on your turn, you take an action and you move, or you move and take an action. But what you cannot do is move, take an action, and then continue your move. Once you stop moving and take an action, that's when your turn ends, essentially, after you resolve what the action is. So spell decks, good question. We do not have them because I don't have art for them, and I didn't have enough time to hit up text little pictures for them like I did for the treasure deck. That's the only one I did have time for. So what you guys are going to have to do is, under the journal tab, under the handouts, there are caster and hybrid spell descriptions. You'll just have to go off that.
Okay,
Got it. No problem.
Yeah.
not a problem.
I recommend copying and pasting them into your
That's-
character sheet because it's easy to mark them off as used.
Oh, good move.
That is clever.
Are they something that can only be used once, or
Sorry, say again?
even? Why do you have to mark them as used?
Oh, good question. I forgot that you don't know that. So spells in this game are one-time use things. You cast a spell and you can't use it for the rest of the quest, unless you burn 2 of your mind points to keep that spell and cast it on a different turn.
Okay.
Yep.
Was it always 2?
It was always 2.
It was always, yeah. Well, we had some hot magical gear that reduced the cost and
Yes.
made us, auto generate, like having one of those cell phone battery backup things. It's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah, you
Tickle and
guys.
Hammer Swing didn't bother with that.
Yeah.
He was too busy breaking weapons.
Okay. Also, for the sake of Becca and Nathan,
Swords.
movement in this game is only is only orthogonal, so that means up, down, left, and right. You can't move diagonally. And Roll20 has this nifty feature. Because I as the GM need to see exactly what squares you move onto. I'm gonna take Tiggle did it right there. They have this
Hit
waypoint
space.
thing. Yeah, so when you click and hold your token, and as you move it around, if you just tap space, it'll put up a little waypoint, a yellow arrow waypoint thing, and every time you change direction, perfect, Caswell's got it right there. Every time you change direction, it'll drop a waypoint, and then when you drop your token and you let go, it'll follow that path. This historically seems to be the hardest part of the technical aspect of Roll20 that people take time to finally grok and like get their fingers to work with. But yeah, this group shouldn't have much of a problem with it. And if it does end up being too much of an issue, that's no big deal. You can just move one square. What is that? God damn it, Pee-wee.
At the end of that move, you have to do jazz hands.
Yeah. I forget what I was saying.
I
Oh yeah.
recall that one technique that helped me with the movement is to double tap the space bar for the first move. Just for whatever dumb reason, that's what Roll20 seemed to want.
Sure. And if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. I think that pretty much covers it. Are there any questions before we start?
No, I think I can figure everything out.
Okay. So Kazlos is up then.
Alright.
You want to roll to move? Oh, and another thing to note, because of the way the movement works, it's a d6 plus 4. If you're going to, the minimum movement is going to be 5, so if you want to move 5 or fewer squares, you don't even have to bother moving. Just say you're
Alright.
doing, like, we're calling this a basic move. So anywhere between 1 to 5 squares, you don't have to roll. Starting off with the maximum movement. Very nice.
I'll move up here and
So opening
open the door.
Okay, opening doors is not an action, so you can still continue your movement.
Oh, that's actually good.
Yeah. Other things that are not actions are dropping an item that you're currently equipped with, tossing items to party members within your line of sight and vicinity. Drinking a potion is not an action. And There may be some other stuff that come up, but we'll see. Also another thing to keep. Also, another thing to keep track of is your maximum body point value determines your inventory capacity. So if you have 4 body points, let's say, you can carry 4 things plus what you're equipped with.
All right.
Actually, I want
What's
to.
the deal with changing weapons?
Changing weapons, you can do. That is an action or a move action. You can stay in the square and not move on your turn, and switch weapons and then attack, and that will be your full turn. For the casters in the party, you will want to keep track of how many mind points you have. You do not want to drop to 0, because once you're dropping to 0, you will end up in a condition known as stunned, which means you cannot attack. You defend with 2 defend dice regardless of whatever armor you're wearing, and you make your movement roll with only 1d6. You don't get the benefit of the static +4. I think that covers what we need right now. So Kazlos has moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've still got a couple more squares to move if you'd like, otherwise you can stay there. What would you like?
I'm gonna stay here.
Okay.
Not get too far away from the party.
Sure, fair enough. Wimbledon.
You gonna search for anything?
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I have an action. So it's search for treasure, search for traps.
Yeah, you can search.
Oh.
I'll tell you the exact list of your actions right here, because I happen to print out my wonderful copy of the book here. And now I have to find where it is. Your actions. Okay. Your action, you can choose to attack or cast a spell, search for treasure, search for secret doors, search for traps, use an active skill, which you guys don't have to worry about because that's more for like higher level characters. You can use a special action. Special actions are anything. They tend to be environmental, so like flipping a switch or activating a button on a wall, stuff like that. And the 9th action is switching items. So and disarming a trap. Disarming is also an action.
Alright, I'll keep my eyes peeled for traps and
Sure.
ambushes and see if I can find anything.
Did you want to take any actions before you end your turn?
Yeah, search for traps.
Okay, so the way searching for traps, or the way searching for anything works, is you have a what is known as your vicinity, which is a 5-square radius from the center of your token. You don't move your token, but you're searching in essentially a large circle in that vicinity. Surprisingly, you actually do see that as you're wandering around, you notice that the floor over here seems a little unstable, and on this side it seems like there's like a carpet or something that has like a dip in the middle, as if it's empty underneath, and it looks suspicious to you.
Alright, I'll call back to my allies. Careful, friends. I spy foul trickery ahead.
And that will end Kazlos's turn. Wimbledon's up.
And I think we lost Dewey.
Oh, yeah. Nope.
Oh,
there he
yeah.
is. Wimbledon is up.
All right. I think I'm gonna run straight ahead.
Okay, roll for it. Oh, by the way, Kazlos, as soon as you open the doors, you start hearing like a scratchy, snarly, kind of incoherent, almost sounding noise. It's hard to identify, but it doesn't sound pleasant.
The sounds of a fight.
All right. Does Wimbledon want to take any actions? Oh, I'm sorry. I should also mention, and this came up too late yesterday. If you
From there,
just a second, Pee
Wimbledon
Wee.
will search.
Just a second. Um, on your turn, if you move and you find that you don't have any actions to do, you do have the option of using your action to move again. That's kind of like an unspoken house rule, let's call it. So you can double move on your turn if you'd like. Just something to keep in mind. Okay. Wait,
Alright,
go
we
ahead,
lost
Pee Wee.
Pee-wee again.
I did
Oh,
that.
Oh,
I think we borrowed that double
my
move
whole
rule
computer
from
froze
D&D
there.
3.
it's
Yeah.
possible. Okay.
If you did not hear what I wanted to search for secret passages.
You search, and despite your best efforts, you do not find any secret passages. And that will end your turn to goal.
Alrighty. I will, dare I search for treasure?
You can dare.
I don't want to waste any heals already from Mark, so I will,
Spin the wheel, Raggedy Man.
move up a little bit here. We'll go there. Can
Okay.
anyone else see those, the things that I drew?
Yep.
Yeah, I can.
Yes.
Oh, I did
see
not know
'em.
that you could see those as well. I forgot
Yes.
that. Alright, well, I think those
Remind me, are those traps you found or something?
I think they are, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the floor looks weak on the left
You
side,
jump on them to make sure.
and there's a carpet with a dip, a suspicious dip on the light.
Mm,
You don't have to make fun of
Yeah,
him
we
just
should
because he's
send-
suspicious.
jump on them to make sure that they are actually unstable.
Becca, your mic sounds a little low to me, and I'm not sure if it sounds low to anyone else.
it's kind of cutting in and out too.
I also have very shitty internet.
Okay, that sounds
Can you hear
much
me?
better. Yes, that's much better. Thank you.
We could send somebody to jump on that unstable floor just to make sure it is unstable.
Yes, that's an excellent idea. Excellent idea.
I can
That's
resurrect you.
Probably.
Alright, and so that ends my turn.
Yes. Kaylin.
Are you just gonna change it every time?
Probably.
Alright.
I hope you're okay with that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I can move 7 squares, and I have to press space first.
Yes. Click and hold your token, and then tap space, and then as you move your token around, if you're going to change direction, tap space again for each waypoint, and when you're done, drop the token.
Now mine's just gonna be boring, straightforward.
That's fine. 7 squares. Okay. Would you like to take any actions?
There's no furniture in the room, is there?
Not that you can see right now. No. Well,
Okay, then I'm not gonna.
yeah. No,
Up ahead,
they're
it
not.
looks like there may be furniture.
Alright, then I think I'm just gonna chill here next to Wimbledon.
Okay. That will end your turn, Brian.
Okay. So, Brian will say, "Hey guys, wait for me. Why are you guys always ditching me?" All right. Shoot. Okay, let's see. Okay, my little move button isn't working.
Uh-oh.
You have to click on your token. If you put in the hotbar, you have to click on your token, then hit move.
That's correct.
Savvy.
Otherwise, the software doesn't know what to
There we go.
calculate.
Got it.
hmm
Okay, 7 lovely squares. Here we go.
By the way, look at chat, everybody. There are 5
5
sevens.
7.
What are the chances of that?
Actually, it's the highest result you can get with 2d6. But anyway, most common result. Anyway, okay, so there I am. I'm in. Nobody's searched for the treasure yet, have they?
Not yet.
No, do it. Do it.
It's a little early. I don't know.
We don't
So-
have enough monsters on the screen.
No
Come
balls.
What's the problem with searching for treasure?
So the treasure deck has 40 cards. Half of them are good stuff like gems and gold and jewels and potions and beneficial stuff. The other half, not so good. The best of the worst is that you could find nothing, and it only gets worse from there. You can get poisoned, you get bit by spiders.
So when you search for treasure, it's basically a guaranteed thing that you're going to find something, but it could be something very bad.
Correct. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Necromancer, search for treasure.
Yeah.
So, Alex,
There's a reason the
you
treasure
said
deck has
half-
earned the name treasure with a question mark at the end.
Alex, you're saying that half the deck is good and half the deck is bad. Are you fibbing a little when you say that?
It's gotta be a fib.
Well, not
Yeah.
quite. Not quite.
Is it a bit of an exaggeration? Are you
No.
fudging that a little?
No, I've counted the cards. There are 20 good cards and there are 20 not so good cards.
Uh huh.
Do you want to take your chances?
Oh,
Is
do
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
trading cards?
Okay, I am searching for treasure, guys.
Excellent.
Here it comes.
So there is nothing.
You ready?
There's nothing. Hold on. There's nothing special of note in this area. So that's when I, as the GM, would tell you, yeah, you'll go ahead and pull a treasure card. And in order to do that, the best for everyone's benefit, instead of just when you hover over the treasure deck on the right side there, one of the cards will pop up. Instead of clicking on that, because that will just drag it over to your portrait. And then nobody else will see what it is. What you're going to want to do is drag it onto the desktop and drop it down so that everyone can see what it is. Although
Yes.
in this case it'll probably be
Everyone should
obscured.
partakers. Sorry.
That's all right.
Everyone should be partakers of my shame. Okay, we ready?
Let's do it.
Here we go. Boom.
No, no.
What?
Nice. That's fine. Whenever you drop cards or anything on the table, I will do this little fancy GM thing, so that everyone can see more clearly. So you're not covered by line of what's it called? Dynamic lighting. So cool. Do not return this card to the deck. You found 25 gold coins. Right click, take that card. That is now yours and does not go back in the deck.
Lovely.
Which clever people with math skills will eventually realize that this is designed to be escalating danger. The more good cards you take, that will leave more bad cards in the deck, so you'll have a greater chance of pulling bad shit out of the deck, and that is designed as intended. So that's a pretty good first pull. And that will
Aren't you just a little
end.
ray of sunshine?
Oh yes, yes. If it's not already clear, it will be soon. That as compared to other games like D&D, where the GM is just the facilitator of rules or the arbiter of whatever. In Broadsword, the GM is actively trying to kill the heroes. I am active opposition
The
to
way
you
it
guys.
should be.
The way it should be. Yes. Okay, so. Cool. So now it's my turn. I always go last in turn order, no matter what you guys decide, because that would be fair. And here's an interesting thing that happens. Because there are no active monsters currently in play, what happens is I get to roll one combat die, and I have a 50% chance of getting a wandering monster, which is basically what it sounds like. A monster pops up out of nowhere, maybe from around a corner, and attacks a random hero. Usually the closest person to like a doorway or something like that. But I have to roll one combat die, and if I get a sword, then a monster shows up, and if I don't, then it doesn't. So first wandering monster of the day, and the wandering monster for this quest is a goblin grunt.
You're going down.
And you hear some squabbling from right behind you, Brian, as it appears from out of the shadows a little runty goblin has come out and decided to. Oh my God! Right out of the park. Yeah, so that's a 2-hit. So swords. For attacking, you're going to want to hit with swords. in this case, I hit for 2 points of damage. Now Brian will have to defend that, and he's going to want to roll white shields. Every white shield will block one damage. So if he gets 2 white shields, he takes no damage.
Okay.
Another thing to
And
keep in mind, since this has come up, if in either an attack or defense you roll 2 dark shields, which are the shields that have a skull on them, if you're attacking, then that will damage your weapon. If you're defending, that will damage your armor, and it goes in a specific order. It was like shields, arms, then helmet and body armor, depending on what's applied, what's purchased. So go ahead and defend, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, and I should see 3 dice roll because I bought that helmet and adjusted thing. So here we go.
Wow, you do not defend that at all. You take 2 full points of body damage.
Ouch.
And with that, so now we're at the start of the second round. You guys can decide your turn order. You are also free to leave the order as is. It's up to you.
I definitely want to go first.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm
I'm
content to leave the
already done. I
order
got
as
my
is.
axe.
Sorry, what was that, Mark?
I'm content to leave the order as is.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
Okay, then Kazlos, go ahead.
Alright, I'll just take a basic move and, is there any penalty for moving past an opponent?
No, the only thing to keep track of for movement is that you can move through hero squares, which are your party members, but you cannot move through monster squares.
Alright.
So here's an interesting piece of information. Some monsters have certain special abilities. The Goblin Grunt here, for instance, can move through hero squares. Interestingly enough.
Alright. I'll move up behind him.
Okay. There is no. So just so you're aware, in case this is what you're trying to do. There's no flanking.
But I'm trying to give Wimbledon or anyone else an easy access
Gotcha.
to the Goblin.
Fair enough.
Because I was close.
Totally fine.
And then I'll give a mighty swing of my battle axe.
Okay, that is 1 hit. He may be able to defend that, but doesn't. Since they only have 1 body point anyway, he goes down. And drops a dagger. So you have earned yourself a dagger.
Token of victory.
Yes. That will end your turn, making it Wimbledon's turn.
Good hit. Good hit. Let's see, I gotta click on me.
7 again.
Wow.
Lucky number 7. I can faintly see bad things.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
also
this-
faintly hear bad things. The sound apparently went away, but we can make that come back. It doesn't sound. It seems like they're all faced away from you, and they all seem to be wearing the same kind of tattered, gray lined with dark blue and crimson maybe, and it's all tattered and worn and maybe a little smelly. It's definitely funky in here, but they don't seem to notice you yet.
What is the
There is a door up
distance?
here.
What was
What's
that?
the distance on throwing weapons?
Throwing weapons. For all ranged and thrown weapons is your maximum body points. That's how many
Okay.
squares you can throw it. Unless
It does not look like I'm making it to one of them. Watch out, guys! There's an army of Andy Serkis in the other end of the room.
Such weak foes cannot face the might of a giant slayer.
You just Gollum like you see him, don't you?
All right. What does
It's a
Wimbledon
nasty
want to
obvious.
do?
I can't help it. It's a nasty hobbit. So does everybody want to just charge the goblins, or do we want to take the door
Yes.
since they don't notice?
Goblins, goblins, goblins.
It's kind of in my nature to charge the goblins and kill them because that's my hated enemy.
It's what Tiggle Hammerswing would have wanted.
The old Tiggle or the current one?
Well, this one's been through a real emo phase.
Okay.
So the old one.
All right, Wimbledon, what you doing?
What weapon do I have in my hands?
You probably have a short bow, if I'm not mistaken. You're a hunter. Oh no, I don't think you've got a short bow. I think you've got a hatchet and a dagger. Yeah.
Yeah, I also took a.
Unless you bought
Broadsword.
something else, I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah, I've got the hatchet in my hand. I'm gonna run up and hatchet one of these guys.
Okay.
I rolled 7. So let's go 1, 2. I think this is as far as I need to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should be able to hit this guy.
Yes. No. Because. Hold on. Let me confirm one thing. Because. Wrong.
Did he just step on the trap?
No. No. So there was a question, and I didn't have time to look this up after the game yesterday, regarding the edge of your vicinity and being able to see beyond it, being able to attack beyond it. I'm pretty sure if you can see it from somewhere, because the whole thing came up about having a point man for an archer, who can shoot like super duper far. I'm not even gonna look it up. Let's just rule it. Yeah, you can see it. You can attack.
All right. So let me make sure this is working. All right. Now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut open your chest and search for treasure.
No, you're not.
And I missed.
You missed. So
Wait, no, that only rolled 1. That should have rolled 2.
hatchet.
I have.
A hatchet is basically a dagger that can come back to you.
Yes, but he's my favorite enemy.
Oh,
I see. I clicked the wrong button.
yeah, you got to click the favorite enemy button, not the attack button.
I'll click attack again because that'll give me 2 dice.
Sure.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Second dice was a soul.
Second dice hits. So now you can, before we get to the damage, you can roll to see if the hatchet breaks or not.
Is that the same
It's
die?
a 50% chance. Roll whatever you want to do for that.
Okay. That's bad.
Okay, so it breaks. But it hits. And you are hitting the one straight in front of you, this guy right there?
Correct.
Cool. He will try to defend that. Does not. And goes down. This obviously angers the guys, the goblins around them, but we'll see what happens if they get a chance to go. Tiggle.
I got one.
All right.
Oh, I forgot the loot. Loot.
Dagger. Am I close enough to pick that up?
Yeah, that's an automatic pickup.
Sweet. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here. So we will move up 4.
Okay.
Seems to be a good amount of guys. I have a quick question about one of these spells.
Yeah.
Exploding corpse. Can I? That doesn't need to be on a dead corpse. That can just be on a living one that will blow up right there, or does it need to be a dead
So
person?
in this particular case, the I'm not quite sure what the difference between the two that you're talking about is, but the goblin just died, so that's currently a corpse.
Okay.
You can
Because
immediately cast that.
I missed a word. All right, I got it. I'm good. All right, I will use exploding corpse
Very nice.
on that one, so it should hit 3 goblins.
So
I'm
the
guessing?
interesting thing about this particular spell, just for your information for future use, you can use this out of your turn. The trigger for it is immediately after one monster dies. So it's fine. It's fine for now because it's already your turn anyway. But you can cast this immediately after any monster dies out of your turn.
Oh, Sweet. All right.
But I'll allow it since you're in turn order anyway, so that's fine. But for next time, you'll know.
Got it.
So all figures except you and its surrounding squares take 1 combat die of undefendable damage. Cool. So this goblin takes a die of a point of damage and cannot defend it, and Kerplot drops another dagger for you, probably. Yep. And then that one is also surrounding. Come on. Also dies. Drops another dagger. This guy over here, or that guy, is a goblin captain. He's got. I think we established that he had a. I forget. It wasn't an Oreo. It wasn't a ho ho. It was some Hostess food item. Chocolate muffin? No, I forget. It wasn't
a Swiss cake roll.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that. Someone, I think it was Isaac, who looked it up and actually found exactly what it was. But anyway, it's the little cupcake with the swirl on the top. Anyway, so his that maybe
The Hostess cupcake.
No, the ding dong doesn't have the top. It's the cupcake. Yeah.
okay. So it's the
The ding
Hostess
dong's
cupcake.
more like a patty.
So the
I love that we're rules lawyering with Hostess products.
okay. Back to the point is that
A
the
ding dong absorbs blunt force damage while a cupcake does cutting.
that's right.
No. In the errata, it clearly states.
Okay, so the explosion does not affect the goblin captain this turn because that goblin's special ability is that it can absorb 1 point of body damage, or the first point of body damage it takes. So it actually absorbs that, puts its shield up, ducks behind it, and is able to avoid that damage. And that is all the monsters that are surrounding the blowed up goblin. So that spell is now done. And
I will pay the price.
Yep. So you keep the spell. You can cast it again on another turn, and it's 2 body points. You gotta.
To mine.
I'm sorry. Thank you. It's 2 mind points to keep it again, and that will end your turn. Sealing the deal.
See, and I was thinking steal in the freshness.
That works too.
I'm
Okay.
Singing a song.
Well, you can try moving.
I figured I'd move 4 because I don't need to roll for that, right?
You do not. That's correct.
I
Okay.
mean, no point going face to face with these guys. So.
You have jazz
I
hands.
wanna shoot. I do have their Spock hands. Thank you very much.
Okay, sorry.
Let's not get these 2 mixed up.
Yeah. How dare I? Okay, what would you like to do with your special Spock hands?
I don't know. I'm kind of looking up the fiery things I can do.
You have a lot of fiery
That's
things to
true.
do.
I know. One of them is just called Explosion. So
That was very popular yesterday. You may have been watching. I'm not sure. I think you were.
I fell asleep while you guys were debating what Oreo or cookie product it was the other day. So
Now you know
great.
it's cupcake.
Yeah, it's a Hostess cupcake.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's what I
sponsored by
thought.
Hostess Internet. Thank you. Although I can be. Just saying.
maybe I'll just do the fireball.
Fireball or explosion?
Fireball. I'll save
Gotcha.
the explosions for later.
Okay. So because Tiggle is standing in front of you, you do not have direct line of sight to the monsters, or to the one in front of you anyway. But you can. No, the column's in the way. You can get the archer over here, or the. That's close enough. Or the archer over there. Those are the only
I mean,
two
I
you can
can't just
see.
go through Tiggle.
You can, yeah,
I'm
you
okay
can.
with the casualties.
You can continue moving. You moved 4. If you want to continue more than one more, which it seems like you do, you'll have to roll for it and then subtract 4.
I
Since
just fall through Tiggle and let him take damage as well.
no, it would hit Tiggle full impact and not go through him. Which
I
you know
see.
I'm totally fine with. You could do that.
Maybe
PC
I
on
won't
PC damage.
be a dick this early in the game. Okay, so what are you saying about moving?
Okay, so it sounds like you want to
Rolling minus
move.
4?
Yeah, so it sounds like you want to move more than 5. So you'll have to roll, and whatever you get, subtract 4 since you already moved 4, and then you can move the remainder of whatever the dice say. So when you click on your token, you should get the move macro button on the top left, or the bottom macro bar, either way. Another 7.
You get
Do
3
I want
points
to
of
go in front
movement.
of the table then?
Yes. Yeah, that will leave you 3 points of movement, just like Nathan said. That's right. So you can move 3 more squares. Okay. Now you want to do your fireball?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. The Goblin Captain has already used its special ability. It's a one-time deal, so it will take, let's see, one monster you can see takes 2 body points of damage. It has an immediate save. Each light shield rolled on 2 combat dice reduces damage by 1 point. Okay, so what that means is you use the spell. It can potentially take 2 body points of damage, which would kill it since it's only got 1 body point anyway. But it can try to save. So what that means is I'm going to roll 2 combat dice, and each light shield reduces the damage by 1 point. So I will roll 2 light shields, and I get 1. So I take 1 point of damage, which doesn't matter because he's only got 1 point of body point anyway. So he still dies. But now he dies as he's burned to a crisp. And the captain drops a buckler.
Ooh.
Thanks.
And that would be the end of your turn. Brian Hershowitz.
Marky Mark and
Cool. Anyone claiming the buckler? Anyone?
I don't think I can use it.
I would love to grab it. We're up the healer.
Fine.
I have
already have one.
two-handed,
Sure,
so
go for it.
It's all yours.
Okay, groovy. I'm buckling.
Buckle up for safety.
Yeah.
It's cumbersome,
Yeah.
so I can't.
It's a little farther to pass, but that's fine. No problem.
You okay with it?
I'm okay
Alright.
with it. You
Cool.
can't.
Okay.
What are you currently equipped with?
Longbow.
Okay, so you can't equip the buckler just yet.
Oh, okay. Does somebody else want it then?
I can't use it, so
I don't know if
Tell you
I
what, I will hold on to it so it doesn't get lost, and we may or may not sell it back just for gold.
Okay.
But it normally grants a +1 to defense, right?
Yes. Normally grants +1 defense.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Special.
Is that correct?
That's correct. The thing about the buckler is it does not provide that protection against ranged attacks.
ready.
I don't know if your mic is cutting out there, Mark. I don't hear anything
Oh,
you're
interesting.
saying.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, your
Well-
audio is way off. Okay. So what would
Okay.
you like to do?
Oh, let me. Is that? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I will move. And I will fire. Let's move. Here we go.
Okay.
9. That's pretty good. And I was considering spending a bless spell, but don't want to spend it until I can get everyone in the vicinity. What that does is it lets everyone re-roll a future black shield.
Hmm.
So that'll help with those breakage items.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So I'm moving. Let's see. That's 8 squares. That's probably good enough. And then my range with the bow is my max
Body points.
body points. So let me just. So yeah, he would be out of range. He would be out of range. Okay, I got to move one more forward. Okay, so spending the last of my move. Can I hit anything now? Nope, still can't hit anything.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. What if instead of zigging this way, I had zagged that way? So, in other words, like from here, I go here instead. That sound okay, Alex?
That seems totally fair. You'd be
Okay,
within
great.
range. You've got 2 goblins in
Excellent.
sight.
Lovely. Okay, I'll shoot at that guy right there.
Okie doke.
Yeah, that guy. Okay, so here comes an attack roll. Oh, did I click back on the arrow? Yeah, I am shooting at that guy. Here we go.
For 1,
And-
okay. Longbow. Yes, that goblin will not defend that. Takes an arrow right to the face. And drops another dagger.
Okay, Brian looks up elatedly. Oh my gosh, that worked! And he's
Just
like,
take an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, I try not to use that one. That one's a bit. That one's tired even for me. I'll let it slide this time, but it seems like can clerics use? Oh, may not use complex, so you're fine. Okay.
yeah, I think I'm okay.
Yep. Well, longbow I believe is only just cumbersome,
Yeah.
so you're good. Okay. I thought they were restricted. No problem. That was a move and an action. So I am left with 2 archers who stopped jabbering and doing their little ritual sacrifice, whatever thing that they're doing, and the one over here on the right tries to attack Brian because that's the only person they can see right there for 1.
For 1, okay, let's defend with 3 dice. Here we go.
You defend the 1. The other
With
one.
the rainbow roll.
Look at that. Cool. The one over here moves up and sees a couple squishy targets. Let's do Kalen. We'll attack for 1.
So I just roll combat dice.
So when you click on your token on the top left corner of the screen, you'll see attack, defend, and move, and maybe some other stuff, whatever. Defend is what you want to defend that attack.
Yes.
You got it. You got the white shield, so you defend that attack, and you don't take any damage.
Huzzah.
Huzzah indeed. Swackheads. That is the end of my turn. Next round. Are we keeping the same order?
Works for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes it easy. Kezlos.
Fix what isn't broken.
Alright. With a shout of no mere small folk can stand to the might of a tea leaf, I'm going to run at them.
Okay.
Fairly fully run at them. And then do a double move.
Sure.
And that puts me into engagement range, but not much else.
Okay, yeah, that would be the end of your turn. Wimbledon.
Okay, so before I do anything, there's a lot of daggers sitting around. Is anybody going to use those?
I can carry them and like throw them occasionally, but
I picked up 1.
I have 1 right now. Like I could stop claiming them after battle. Because I
I
got
think
8
there's-
bodies, so I can just carry all the weapons.
Aren't there 2 more sitting around?
Yeah.
There should
Okay,
be.
I
Well,
might
there's 3 more.
I might
have-
reap those all because I seem to be doing very well tossing daggers at goblins.
Alright, so feel free to take them.
Go for it.
Speaking of tossing daggers at goblins, am I in range of this guy?
Not cool. Well,
It's your body.
what is your 7? Yeah. N- Not really. You'd have to kind of be right here to get out of range of the column and your friend.
All right.
That's a little too close to allow.
I have disarmed myself, so I have to try to figure this out here.
Say again? What do you mean you disarmed yourself?
I threw
Well,
a
he
hatchet.
threw
Oh,
a hatchet,
that's right.
so now
Yeah.
he doesn't have any.
Yep, that's right.
All right, I will move there in hopes of absorbing damage. And in place of my action, I'm going to draw a broadsword. Broadsword.
Broadsword. That's great. Okay, that will be your turn. Tickle.
Alrighty. Alright. As one of my favorite movies of signs, I'm going to swing away.
Okay. No, you will not. What do you have equipped?
A staff.
Okay, I want you to roll one more combat die because we're going to
Of course
confirm.
you do.
Because we're going to confirm if that staff breaks or not.
Oh boy.
I would have turned my computer off.
Listen, yesterday's game, the very first round, the very first person in the turn order rolled two dark shields on their first roll. So
Oh man.
at least it's not that bad.
I don't know. I think I will forever have the worst luck of all time.
Okay, so that was a
We used to
miss.
start playing Warrior then. They don't break their weapons.
That's
so-
right.
I
That's
did.
right.
I switched. I
Yeah,
switched
he
from Paladin
did.
to Warrior.
Yeah.
Still
Okay.
break your weapons.
Seal in.
Yes. That's 2 times in a row that I think you did the same pronunciation.
Oh, okay. Let me switch it up. Seal line.
There we go. Now I will deign to do.
Yeah.
I've got no idea what the hell I want to do.
Well, you got 2 archers left, and they seem prime targets for being attacked.
Killed?
You killed? Sure.
Real quick, Alex.
Yeah.
Rebecca, did you want to get your fireball spell back?
Oh, that's right. We didn't do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want
Is it
to,
worth
Because I see that she is full.
Is that spell worth the 2 mind points?
yeah, if you want to reuse that spell later in the quest or on another turn, you'll have to spend 2 mind points, and then you can keep it. Otherwise, if you don't want it, it's considered lost for the rest of the game. Whoa, what happened? Did I lose everyone? We're all black here. Anybody in chat still there? Alright. Switch that back. Quick reload.
Yeah, sweet.
Okay.
Let's just take over.
I just
found
wrote
600
it down
gold,
before
yes.
it comes back.
Alright. I'm back.
Oh,
Oh,
now
my
we go.
God.
Oh. You heard nothing.
I heard nothing. Sure, let's go with that. So what does
I
K
kind of
lie
feel
in
like
the
throwing
one?
my dagger, but throwing my dagger would be a stupid move because I don't have any other weapons, right?
There's
We do-
plenty of daggers. If you lose one, we have
Sure.
replacements.
I'll throw my dagger at this guy by that one.
You would have to move first because Wimbledon is in front of you, and you can't
Right.
you can't fire through allies. Unless
Then I'll move down and
so
shoot a dagger at this one.
distinction there is you can fire through allies, but you have to be stepping on a piece of furniture or some sort of step to get higher up to get height elevation, so you can shoot over your.
What if they're a tall enemy like an orc or an ogre and you're a halfling? Can they just shoot over your head no problem?
So mechanically, you are all the same size, so no. Thematically and cinematically, that sounds awesome, but no, that would be unfair.
You're kind of tall by most halfling standards. We're kind of short by most human
Yeah,
standards.
it averages out.
I'm like 4 foot, you're like 5 foot. It works out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't split hairs.
Okay.
It was like a split skulls.
At this one.
I was just gonna ask you about that.
Okay.
This is too much to handle.
Go ahead and
We
roll
better
your
get
attack
going.
then.
Chop chop.
Conversation's getting dull.
Hey!
And Peter's on the board.
Your wit is pretty sharp there. Okay, that's a miss, and it was a dagger, so you've lost it. And that would be the end of your turn, which makes it Brian.
Okay. Let's see. How far away is everybody from me? Am I going to have to move to do this? Yes, he's 6 squares away. Okay. So I am just going to move without rolling. If it's 5 or less, I don't have to roll, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So I think I will move to right. Yeah. Let's do the little travel thing there.
Mhm.
And now everybody should be within 5 squares of me. And I will cast Bless. I will just read. Actually, I will copy and paste the text for this spell into the little chatterbox. And I'll read it as well. Your allies are filled with divine courage. All heroes within your vicinity, that's just the 5 square radius,
Five square
including
radius.
yourself, may re-roll 1 future dark shield anytime combat dice are rolled.
Yep. So that's for attacks, defense, jumping over traps, whatever the case might be. Anytime
lasts-
combat shields.
That lasts basically till the end of the session.
Yeah, essentially. You can choose
Okay.
anytime you roll a dark shield, you have a choice to re-roll it.
Okay, so team, quick question. Do you want me to spend some mind points to get this back?
I don't think it's necessary, Mark.
I don't know about the other skills, so I have no idea.
Okay. Clearly the one that I'm going to want to... Say it again, Pee-wee?
I think so, Brian. But where are we going to get rubber pants at this time of night? Sorry, Pinky in the Brain was my other character.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
No, the one I'm going to want to buy back all the time is Word of Healing.
Oh,
That
yes.
either gives everybody 1 body and mind point back, or 1 hero 3 body and mind points back. So, yeah, that's the hot
Mhm.
spell. Okay, maybe I will conserve my mind points then, and I'll just let Bless go.
Okay. Mark it as used on your sheet. And that is your move and action, so that will bring it to my turn. Surprisingly, I've still got 2 archers on the board. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So, this one over here will move and attack Kielin. I'm running out of unique ways of saying it.
Can I
No.
petition for Sea Lion at some point?
I did sea line, but I didn't do sea lion.
There we go.
Yeah. So that one's a miss. No, it was 2 black shields.
I defended
Sorry, dark
against the
shields.
miss.
Yes, you defended against the miss. Excellent. The archer on the on the left side has a lot of. Well, he can't do that one. Doesn't have many choices. Just Wimbledon and Brian, because archers cannot shoot adjacent unless you're holding a crossbow, and these guys do not have crossbows. Wimbledon seems to be the easy shot. Yeah.
Oh. Apparently.
Oh, you know what?
All right.
Nope, that was my bad because I clicked on Wimbledon's token. Never mind that. I was wondering why it was
Only
3.
one hit.
Yeah.
Right. Defense. I should only be rolling 3 on this because of. Oh, I know how I'll do that. Hold on. Sorry.
Yep.
All right, now I can.
Ooh, I would take that
So-
bless.
I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll one of these dice.
Sure. You'll have to take the second roll, whatever the result may be. Hopefully, it's
So
another
I'm
Dark
already
Shield.
thinking I should have. I'm already thinking I should have kept the spent 9 points to get that spell back.
Oh, awesome! I can just pick a number. Ah,
Okay,
Aha.
very good. So you do
all right, so
defend
that
that.
defends it,
Yep,
and I don't break my stuff.
and you don't break your stuff, which is great. That is
You
all
couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
of a sword.
The Brojo
The
just
Broadsword.
The broadside of a sword. Okay. Assuming you guys don't want to change your order again, Kazlos is up.
Alright, I'll swing my mighty axe.
Let's cleave some goblins. 2.
Aha!
That might do it. Yep, that indeed does it.
Aha!
You have
Fell into the slay beast. And then I can move since I
correct.
just did an action.
Yes, correct.
I'm gonna move all the way over there.
Okay. Don't forget you've got a door up to the north as well.
Yeah. But I want to engage that goblin.
Sure.
With the pressure on the little tiny thing.
That was you moving attack. Good. Wimbledon.
Ah,
Oh, sorry, go
All
ahead.
right.
Oh, nice. You got an axe there. That's great.
I've got 2 just in case.
Very nice.
In case things come to a head.
An axe head.
Doesn't look like I have enough to do that for free, so let me go ahead and roll the movement dice. 11!
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That gives me plenty enough to get to that door. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you
Which
guys
door?
want to open the door?
I mean,
we
we still
going?
have a goblin dude.
Yep.
While the goblin exists, we don't roll for monsters?
That's correct.
But I guess the monster we have been rolling for is not particularly dangerous. So I guess it wouldn't hurt to kill him off. All right, I'm gonna do it.
All right. Proceed with the killings.
Hold on. Ah,
Wow.
it's like stuck. Sorry,
Yep.
I got caught on a wall and it wouldn't let me finish my movement.
Ah.
That's my movement.
Okay.
All right, so I have my broadsword. Let me double check if we got the numbers on
You
it.
have your what, Peewee?
My broadsword.
Gotta say
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
By the way, Becca and Nathan, in case that doesn't make sense, there's a story for that, and it's a video, and it's like 7 or 8 minutes long, and it's the best video ever, and I will link it in chat and Discord later. But yeah, remind me later, and I'll link you after the game.
Alright.
That's where this game got its name from.
Basically,
Pretty much.
it'll make sense once you watch it.
I think
All right,
we're
now here's
all-
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sharpen your nose and use you as a hatchet.
Oh yeah! Wow. So I'm not even gonna bother rolling to defend that because
You can
goblins
still
only
die.
mathematically it won't work. They've only got 2 defend dice. Even if I roll 2 dark shields, I still take 1 body point of damage, and they only have 1 anyway, so it's pointless. That's an automatic kill.
I should point out that I'm not using my full power because I forgot to roll the specialty dice.
Oh,
That's not
okay.
even your final form.
Yeah, I didn't have it in my macro bar, but I'm good now.
Okay. All right. You've dropped that. You gain another short bow if you want to pick that up.
Ooh, I want that.
And Tiggle.
Alrighty. I'm just searching for. I'm going to move for one.
Okay.
6. You know what? I'm just gonna go there, and I'm going to search for. Let's go search for treasure. I just don't know if anything's in this thing, like in here. That's what I'm searching for.
You
I guess
certain
I should-
about that?
No. I want to search for hidden
Got no
passages.
glory.
Pedro.
Hidden passages.
Hidden passages. Is that your final answer?
No,
Boo.
it's not. I don't know. Give me a trap search. Let's do traps.
Hey there, cats. Welcome to chat. Traps.
Oh,
So you're
the
searching for
Aussies in
traps.
chat.
Yeah, the Aussies in chat.
Can't trust those guys.
You do not find any traps despite your best efforts.
I knew it was a bad call. Alright, I'm done.
Yeah. K-Line.
Yes. Um,
I think
So,
I've hit the limit of
doors.
unique ways of pronouncing it at this point.
It's time
It
to
is,
start
yeah.
ordering off the menu.
Well,
just call
you
it
know-
Nancy or something.
Yes.
CEA Lin. You know,
It's an option.
just start divvying it up differently.
Yeah.
Shylin.
Oh, that's a good one.
Exactly.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Silent monks.
So do you want to go through doors? There are many doors. There's doors up here. There's a door here. There's a door here.
I'd say check up here
What do you wanna
first.
do?
That's my. Make sure nothing flanks us from behind, even though it will.
I love that line of thought.
Also, does someone want to give me Does someone want to give me a weapon, like a dagger, or do they have to do that on their turn?
I've got trace daggers you can have.
Can I have a dagger? Like, give it to me and not at me.
Can I hand them on her turn?
Can you what? I'm sorry.
Can I hand 3
Can you give
daggers
it to me on my
her?
turn?
On your turn, you
One.
can. Yes.
Okay.
So
I can't
Well,
steal
on-
them on my turn.
No,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Fake daggers. Okay.
they have to be given.
All right. So
I'll
I can
pass
use
the
9.
3 later then.
I only
And-
need one.
Pugglesnot, you are absolutely correct. Best video ever. Okay. What's your halfling doing?
I'm gonna go up to the door that's up there.
To the north. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
and that's my turn.
Yep. You don't want to open the door?
Opening the door is
Oh, I
not an
can. I
action.
thought that was
It's not an action.
sure.
You want to open
I
the
will
door?
open this door.
Excellent. Excellent.
It's a 1x1 room with an ogre on it.
Well,
You see more
Is that
goblins.
furniture?
That is furniture.
I see.
But you can't. Actually, I don't remember if it's specified if you could find food if there's a monster or not. But anyway, we'll get to that later. That is the end of your turn. Or is it? No, you just rolled to move. You can still do an action.
You could. Oh, you know you
Can I
don't.
find food?
Let's look up what that ability reads because I don't remember it off the top of my head.
If a room or vicinity contains
Contains
furniture,
furniture
then
that
as a
does.
special action, you may search for food.
I don't.
That is within vicinity.
It is. The spirit of it, because searches can only be done if there are no monsters. I'm gonna have to say this search also would qualify for the same, so you can't do it until the monsters are all identified.
Okay. Fine.
Sorry. Not
I'll
sorry.
just go hungry and starve.
Okay, you can do other stuff though. You've still got an action to take.
Yeah, that's true.
I keep forgetting I have sound effects I can use. I'll have to remember that. God damn it, Pee Wee. if chat can't read this, or if it says we have to hurry up and get that food before they finish gobbling it up.
Awful. I think I'm okay. None of my skills are really good to get at me right now.
Okay.
I also don't really have a weapon, so. Yeah.
Okay. You want to end it there? Cool.
Sure.
Brian.
Okay, I guess it's time to move. Everybody else seems to be, yeah, I'm the last. Oh, and we're splitting the party. That's great. Okay. I think I'm gonna head down this way.
Well, we're not splitting the party so much as we went over there to kill a thing, and then we went on things to kill, so we're searching back through our previous areas, and
Oh, okay.
we just kind of passed by the door because we were busy killing things.
Okay, so I guess I'm asking, do you want me to come join you down in the south here, or should I
No,
go
I'm going to be
give
heading
a
straight up
sea-
to help kill more goblins.
So we'll go give Sea Lion some backup then. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, moving.
Cool.
Like 8. Okay, groovy. All right, let's see. How do I get where I need to get? Okay, so I will move to there.
I'm gonna stop you
And
right
what's-
here.
Oh,
Because-
yes!
Because
Oh, good time.
somebody marked the squares incorrectly, and I will be taking advantage of that.
Oh.
Oops.
Who marked the squares incorrectly?
You
I'm gonna say me, but I thought I was right.
you were not. You were not right.
We may not have marked the squares before, but we certainly marked that square.
Yes. Come on.
Okay, that joke.
You fall. Oh, you know what? I have. Yes, this is the pits. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The floor goes away. The rug. That's yep. That's exactly right.
That sounds good.
Yes, that was quite painful. You take a body point of damage and end your turn.
Don't worry, look, you can heal yourself.
Yep, I'm gonna need to pretty soon.
Remember that at the start of your next turn, you are considered automatically having climbed out of it, and you can just start, and you can just move normally.
Well, that's a nice way to handle traps.
So I don't have to climb out of the pit or anything?
At the start of your next turn, you will be considered having already been climbed out, and you could just start moving normally. Now it is my turn. I will get rid of that marking since the pit trap has been exposed. And I've got one archer here who is... No, I'm sorry, this is the grunt. Charges forward, and I don't speak Goblin very well. I'm sorry.
That's not very nice.
And so you will.
Specific to the
Is that a Maine Coon in your lap?
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes. I decided he was more interesting to look at than me.
I would disagree, but anyway. Unfortunately, you do not defend that attack, so you'll have to take a point of... Thanks, Cats. You'll have to take a point of damage. Cats in chat said, "Your accent is horrible. No goblin could understand that." All right, so you'll take a point of damage.
Do I change my
And-
body to 3?
Yes. So Roll20 has this wonderful, unique feature. I don't know if it's actually unique or not, but if you click on your token and you click on the bubble you're trying to change, you can. Oh, it has a little pop-up for it. You can either enter the value. You can either type 3 and hit enter, or you could do the math on it and just do -1, and it'll do the math for you. So that's
Alright, this one I think I've got without, making it do the math.
okay. That is there. The archer back here at the edge of your vision scuttles forward on this ramshackle corner table, I guess it is, and shoots over, over the head of the other goblin in front of it because it does have height advantage, and it will also take a shot at Kaylin for 1. You don't defend that either, so you take another point of damage.
That's okay, we have a necromancer.
So I heavily suggest that Kaylin go first now so she can get out of the way.
Good idea.
And so I can then charge in second and take him out of my axe.
Alright, so that is the end of
Not
my
let me kill the
turn.
goblins.
Those are all the goblins that have been activated. And yeah, if you guys want to reorder your turns, get your turn initiative, now's the time to do it.
Alright, so I suggest
Yeah,
Kaylin
maybe
go
I'll
first so she can, leave.
Okay?
Or at least, take a couple steps back.
And the
I'm
rest?
off.
And the rest
Beginning.
gonna change?
I want to go second still.
Okay.
Huey will probably debate me.
No, you're closer. You're more likely to get a good hit in.
Alright,
That's probably the better idea.
plus I have the battle axe, so.
To
But
go
you
on,
know,
Brian,
it's
how you guys feeling about where you are?
Eh. I'm
Just
off.
everyone keep in mind, Brian is standing on a pit trap. Let's not step on his head.
Yep.
Okay.
Pro
I'm
tip.
halfling, I'm fine. I can stick.
Oh, and Alex, I've got a little aid. To
Oh,
help
wow. That's amazing. Wow, that's incredible. If this game had XP, you would have just earned some right there.
you. Woohoo! I'll take a free reroll at someone determined.
I'm not feeling quite that generous yet.
Oh, come on! I spent a lot of time on these tables.
I'll have to turn them on the odd. Never mind. That was. I can't do it. Okay.
Turning the tables.
Yes. I stumbled over
Only
my
if
own
you're a
mouth.
cleric and your god hates tables.
Sure. Okay, so Kai line is up.
I'm gonna go with that one. So I'm gonna move 2. I'm assuming this one's safe. hopefully.
Yes, that square happens to be safe, unfortunately.
I kind of want to use my Fire of Wrath because I like the name.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna use my Fire of Wrath this day.
Okay. It takes 1 body point of damage and can save 1 light shield with 1 combat die. All right, looking for a light shield. Did not get it. Takes a point of damage. That's all it takes, and it goes kerplunk. Well, it more like sizzles, and you now have a dagger.
Woohoo!
Success.
You were, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were still unarmed, right, up until now?
Yes.
Okay, so now you have a dagger. You don't have to spend another action to equip it.
Success.
Mm-hmm. Well done.
All right.
Kazlos, your way is open.
Alright.
Oh, you know what? Let me, I think I have, do I have that one? Oh, I do. Let me back up for just a second, because you threw the fire of wrath on it, and it burns. And I did that backwards. It should have just like that. If you heard that, hopefully.
The effects are pretty nice.
Okay. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay. Now, Kazlos, you can go.
Alright, I don't have enough, so
6. Gotcha.
do anything interesting, but while I'm there, and then, turn to Wimbledon. Come, let us cut down the goblin scum.
You can double move if you want.
Yeah, because you have to use a hatchet, or I have to take a turn to pull out my hatchet, so you have to take a double move.
Okay. I should also mention, technically, the goblins are in another room. Just because you can see them, it doesn't matter for this case. Because they are in a separate room, you can technically make a search in this room you're in, if you wanted to do that.
I know, because, the things I found in this room, I've already kind of... Unless I want to search for treasure.
It's always an option.
Yeah, screw it, I'll search for treasure.
Excellent.
Let's come find
Excellent.
the goblin scum. Something shiny.
We'll see. Pull a treasure card.
Poison.
Yep. Roll
Yeah,
1
how did
combat
I
die. How did you know, indeed?
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll 1 combat die.
Ah!
Oh, wow. Okay. You're
The
good.
poison is no match for my halfling constitution.
Very good.
We're used to eating old rancid food found in cupboards, so...
So that will end your turn. Wimbledon's up.
Okay, Wimbledon moves a 10, which should be sticking somewhere.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so before I get to 10, I'm going to assume that I stopped here and handed over all of my daggers.
That's fine. Sure.
And then I will get to this spot.
You're like walking by and you just reach into your pocket, just chinkle, 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 and you hand it on and keep on walking.
It's like the least safe version of catch. Here, have 3 daggers.
How well can you juggle?
Do you have those to me or one to each of us?
To you.
Okay.
I assume
so
you'll be
4
tossing a bunch of daggers at some
This will be
point.
fun.
Keep in mind,
Why not?
you can. I think you may have just hit your maximum capacity with that. You can only hold as many as your max body points. So if you had 4, you can only hold 4.
Does that include my stuff too, or just weapons?
Whatever you're not. So like it's max body points plus whatever you're equipped with. So if you have a dagger currently equipped, you can hold 4 more. I don't know. I think you had a staff or a dagger. I'm not sure. Anyway,
I'm equipped with 1 dagger, and so now I've got 1 dagger plus 3.
okay. So what does Wimbledon want to do with his action?
Alright, so that's all of my movement. I can't search for anything.
No.
Okay, well, so I can see this. I don't think anyone else can. There's 2 goblins up.
We have shared vision, so I can see the other
sweet.
2.
Yeah, shared vision.
And I'll join another hostess cupcake.
Okay, well, I guess all I can do is jeer. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut off your hands and make you clap. And then that's my turn.
That's awesome.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Can I suggest we search for traps while in there at some point?
You have to do that outside of combat is the problem.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's usually my first thing, but I can only see monsters that are making faces.
Yes. Tickle.
That's fair. We should get rid of their faces.
Alright.
Yeah, they're not using them anyway, right? Nobody ever listens, cats. Nobody ever listens. Cats in chat says, I keep telling you people, bring a wheelbarrow with you.
Alrighty. I cannot do much. Actually, you know what I will do? I will cast Bone Armor on me.
On you yourself, okay?
Correct, because I'm selfish.
Not a
And
problem.
I will not pay for it back. So I gain 1 defense die until I take a point of damage.
Okay. Good to keep that in mind. And Brian.
Okay. So one quick point of order, Alex.
Yep.
Everyone is blessed except for, I want to say, Pee-wee. Do we want to use any little sigils or markers to mark those who are blessed and those who are still blessed?
I thought you did catch everybody in your blessed. Did you not?
I did. Yeah, I
used
did.
it.
But the point. But
Oh, that's right.
Pee-wee
He
has
used it.
a reroll,
You're right.
and nobody
Thank you.
else has. So I'm wondering if we want to use any little
Sure.
icons to indicate those who are blessed.
Sure. We can do that. We can. Let's see what's a good bless. Oh, that's good. Okay.
Okay. And I notice we have a couple of party members hurt. Some have lost mind points, some have lost body. Is it time for me to spend a healing spell, or can we wait another round?
I'm at 4. I'm still max. So it doesn't matter to me.
I think it might be a good idea to wait, because
Okay.
there's not enough people who have lost mind points.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we can wait. I have a potion, so I can heal myself. I'm the
groovy. Okay. In that case, I could spend another buffer. So I've got a couple of choices. I've got this inspiring bravery. It makes all heroes in the same room or within your vicinity immune to the next abyss spell. I don't know when or if we're going to get one of those. There's righteous armor. Harden a hero's armor to absorb damage. One hero within your vicinity, including yourself, may absorb and nullify 1 point of damage from the next attack they defend against. Any armor worn is considered a magic item during this time.
So the interesting thing there, the important bit to keep in mind, magic item. Anytime something is considered a magic item, it does not get affected by the dark shield, the double dark shield degradation mechanic. So if you've got righteous armor and you roll 2 dark shields, you don't lose like that. It doesn't get dinged.
That's awesome. So if I'm going to give that to somebody, it should be one of our frontline guys, shouldn't it?
Agreed.
Does the nullification work if you don't have armor?
Yes, because you have a base defend die of 2, so you're still like.
But I don't get the benefit of magic armor.
Well, so even if you haven't bought any armor, you're still considered to be armored because you've got like robes and little shoulder. I don't know, leather armor. Not technically leather armor, but like you're not walking out in robes. Well, I shouldn't say that because the casters probably are.
I'm not walking out in robes. I have a loincloth.
You have a loincloth, okay. Yeah, maybe I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I mean, it can still work even though you don't have any.
Okay, so the question is, can someone without armor have the armor be destroyed?
No.
And self reduce defense?
No.
Alright, so then the magic armor part of it doesn't really apply to, say, me, because I'm not wearing any armor.
Correct.
I get the defense bonus, but not the magic armor bonus, so there's a bit of waste there.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's nothing to
magicize.
Yes, there's nothing to magicize. Which means there's nothing to degrade. So yes, you're correct.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
so
I misunderstood the first time.
Who are our frontline fighters then? That I should. So we've got you, Nate. You're a frontliner, but we've already kind of ruled you out because not wearing armor.
Yeah.
So, who wants the armor boost?
Wimbledon can take it. Wimbledon has armor, so I'd say him. Or you have a helmet, so you would also apply.
Okay. Yeah, Wimbledon, you're also currently not blessed. So you could use that
If
little
I could
magic
make
buff.
one
Way
quick
to
point
rub
of
it in.
clarification here regarding righteous armor. When the cleric casts righteous armor, the person getting that spell, you can think of it as they're receiving magical armor, regardless of the fact if they're wearing any or not. If they happen to be wearing any, then it's considered a magic item. If they're not, then it's not. But you still gain the bonus of the spell. So in Kazlos's case, he can get righteous armor, and he will be able to absorb 1 point of damage from the next attack that he defends against. But because he's not wearing any armor, he doesn't have to worry about rolling any dark shields and degrading any armor. Does that make sense?
Yep, he gets the first half of the spell's benefit, but not the last half.
Correct. Yes.
Yes.
Just because
so,
the last, I do technically get the last half, but it doesn't matter because no matter how many dark shields I roll, I'm still not
Perfectly
breaking
fine.
anything.
Right.
Yeah, I follow. Yeah, so in my